Oh my lord, giant snook right here. He's under it. Got him! Giant! Giant! Ate the rat! Oh my gosh. Dude, he came from down deep. What is up? My dog's lost in here. Beautiful afternoon. And Jacob and I are doing something a little different today. We just went to the store earlier and picked up these rat lures right here. These were 20 bucks a pop, and these are Fish Lab bio rats. So they're 7-inch topwater rats that we're gonna go throw around the mangrove forest today. We're looking for snook, tarpon, largemouth, maybe sharks, anything that could be in that brackish water mix. And I want to, do an experiment today and see if a rat will work in salt water or brackish water. And I am really, really excited to go out and fish with this, probably more so than I've been about anything in a long time. So we're gonna rig up and start trying to catch some big fish on the rat. All right, we're about to throw our BioLab rat on here. By the way, not sponsored. This is just the nicest looking rat they had at Dick's Sporting Goods. So, pretty neat little setup here. This actually has propeller feet on the back of it. And so a lot of rat baits are actually normally jointed like a wake bait like that, where this actually has little propeller feet like you kind of see on the Savage Gear ducks. These are actually almost mini ploppers like on the Whopper plopper, and they're rubber, which is cool. The rat looks good. It's got a mean little looking mouth on him, menacing grin. And what's funny is, I was saying to Jacob, the tails, it came with 3 tails, 1 and 2 replacement tails, and it came with toothpicks that you actually wedge the tail into the butt of the rat and pin it in there with a toothpick, which is interesting. Seems like, I don't know, like a cheap way to do it, but also probably the best way to do it to make it consumer friendly. And I dumped out my tails. So we are throwing this on a big swim bait setup here. 40-pound fluorocarbon, 40-pound braid, have it on a Komodo 300 reel, and a big G Loomis swim bait rod. That should do the trick. I'm envisioning a 40-inch snook coming up and pilfering this rat off the top. That's like, cross my fingers. We're gonna see how old Ratty Boy swims here. That looks really good. Honestly, like, I've seen rats swim in the water and mice and stuff, and that is how they swim. Head up out of the water, feet kicking and paddling. They actually paddle their tail a little bit too. This is pretty subtle, which I think is good, especially for these snook. I think subtle's gonna work better. And the rat, it might seem like kind of far-fetched, and maybe it's going to be, but there's rats everywhere in these mangroves, in the woods surrounding the river. Like, undoubtedly, at some point, a rat has been slurped by a snook or a tarpon, and it'd be really cool if we could recreate that with the old lure here. One of my favorite parts about coming way deep and fishing these brackish water rivers is watching the river slowly tighten and narrow in, and it slowly changes from mangroves to big giant cypress trees, and it's just so cool basically seeing the ecosystem slowly change and morph together. It's just really cool, man. All right, we have idled up to basically the upper reaches of the river. I mean, how good is Lord, man? It's just one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth back here. Like, it gives me so much, I don't even know, like peace and joy being back in this part of the river. We already saw 2 massive, like 37, 38-inch snook. As I'm talking, a sheepshead just swam by the boat. We saw some big largemouth bass swimming, and we got a rat lure. See if we can make it happen. We're gonna go a little further upstream, but I don't want to use the outboard because there is big giant logs and stumps in the water. We're gonna fish up a couple 100 yards, turn back around and fish our way down. Ooh, dang it, a largemouth followed it in. It was only like literally like a 12-inch largemouth, and he was just sitting there looking at it. Another largemouth followed it in right there, like a 1.5 pounds. Under it the whole entire way. I just like get fired up about seeing largemouth in the same place as freaking sharks and snook and tarpon. Whoa, look at all the crabs going up this cypress tree. That's like creepy looking almost. Oh, giant largemouth on it. Dude, oh my God. Oh my God. It's like a 5-pounder. Dude, that thing was a beast. Oh. Dude, that fish was literally like 8 inches across his back. It was enormous. Oh, he ate it. Oh no, different one. Ate it off the tree limb. That's not the giant one I saw, but I was dangling it on the tree. Now that's how a rat would fall in the water, right? Fall off the tree limb. We have a fish on the rat. Dude, small little largemouth, about 1.5 pounds right there. I'll tell you, the one that followed this earlier was probably 3 times this size. I'm not kidding. It was a monster. One fish down on the rat. I'll tell you one thing about this freaking rat. I don't know what hooks they use this thing. They are the sharpest hooks I've ever felt in my entire life. Like, they like touch your fingers and they stick into it. And they hurt, but they pin fish really well. Let's keep throwing. We got a bass on the board. I would like to see if we can get a bigger bass and maybe a big snook and see if some tarpon will play around with it, but we are moving in the right direction. Nothing ate this rat dangling off the tree in the water like that. And I feel like that's what would happen. A rat would fall off a tree and be trying to climb up the branch and boom! Bass would eat him, snook would eat him, whatever. Oh, a shark's on it! Dude, look at this. Like a little, like, 1.5 foot long bull shark put his nose against it. Oh man, I can't believe he didn't eat. He probably just like, this don't smell like anything. They're just such heavy scent predators. But do you see how like the motion and the pitter patter was firing him up so hard? That was, oh, Jax. Ooh, I'll take anything at this point. I probably have like 15. Oh God, that was a gar just came up and clapped it while I wasn't moving it. Sweet mama. That was a big long-nosed gar. My brain kind of malfunctioned there for a moment of like, what's happening right now? Like something actually hit this rat. First tarpon I've seen all day. Rolled right there. Oh, he hit it. Literally the first tarpon I've seen the entire day, and he tried to eat the freaking rat. What are the odds of that? Dude, give me a break. Let's get hooked. If he has 3 more pounds on him, like 2, like that, he gets hooked. You know what I mean? Like, I bet that fish was so small his mouth hit between the hooks. All right, we have changed locations to close out the night here. We were way deep in the mangrove forest, and now we've hit a little bit of an urban setting. Not really, just houses and seawalls. We're gonna try to throw the rat along there and see if we can catch that big fish that we're looking for. Truthfully, if you think about it, if a rat fell off of a wall or a dock or something, it would get crushed trying to get up the seawall. It's kind of sad to think about, but it would work. So we're gonna see what happens here. And I actually see some big wake. Oh my gosh, there's a fish's back out of the water up there against the wall. Dude, look at that. I like throw at this fish like that's up against this wall, and I get so excited. Then I watch this rat lure coming towards me, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm just now at this point, I'm like, I just hope they don't see that it's a rat. Oh! Like, oh! Oh, dude! Oh my God! Sweet mother of Lord! That was like a 45. That was in a monster. That was one of the biggest head wakes I have ever seen. And he was chasing the rat. Didn't eat the rat. Nothing eats the rat. Oh, man. We grinded our faces off today throwing this rat. And to have multiple giants chase it at the last light and just not connect was literally heartbreaking. So I guess the mission presses on. We're going to catch you guys tomorrow. On the rat. Oh my gosh. He came at the boat so fast, he spit it. That was like a 28. Ah, come on. He popped the rat. I can't believe he didn't stay pinned with these hooks. Wow. That's the type of action we're looking for though. Oh my gosh. We grinded all last night. The weather's horrible today, but we came out anyways to get our revenge of the rat. And we're looking for fish that want to eat like that. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. We're moving in the right direction. Oh my Lord, giant snook right here. He's under it. Got him, giant, ate the rat. Oh my gosh. Dude, he came from down deep. Oh, dude. That was insane. I paused the rat on the surface and he got up underneath it and looked at it and was like, a rat. And I popped it and he went, poof. Dude, and he was moving. Like he was cooking along the mangrove line. I just barely saw him and he's digging deep right now. He's right under, oh, he's right next to the boat. Oh my gosh, I saw my leader. He's like 5 feet from the boat right now. It's a giant. Dude, I might bail open right now because he is... I don't advise thumbing the spool unless you know what you're doing. This fish is... I'm gonna do something weird. I'm actually gonna try to put my boat between him and the mangroves so he doesn't run to the mangroves. I'm gonna pull him to the mangroves so he thinks that I'm trying to pull him that way and he'll run out to the middle. Oh, he's not going for it. He's not going for it. He said, no thanks, brother. I'm stronger than you are. I'm just worried about these. Oh my God, I thought he came off there for a second. I'm just trying to keep that head down. It's a really big fish. The rat grind has been real. He's gonna be close to 40, I think. Just kind of stay composed. Dude, he's shaking his head so hard that it keeps feeling like he's coming off.
I know. I saw you watch it, but I literally thought it came off.
I'm shaking. This is just all about patience when you hook a big fish like this, especially a big fish like a snook or a tarpon that are good at coming unhooked. Yeah. So you kind of gotta hustle to make sure he's not able to get any structure at first, and then once you have him away from structure, it's just calm and collected, head down. I know some people, like, you hear rod tip up when you're fighting fish, and that's true a lot of times. But with snook and tarpon, who are really good at shaking hooks and jumping, like he's trying to come to the surface right now, I'm keeping my rod tip down to stop him from jumping out of the water. Like he's trying hard to shake this rat. Dude, he got a remora on him. That's how big of a snook this is. And then you also have to contend with trolling motors, outboards, trim tabs. Clip my trolling motor for a second there. He's a big boy. Very big boy. We gotta get a hand on him now. He's hooked really well, but still, anything can happen. So ridiculously powerful, it's crazy. Really thick fish. Jacob, that's a 40 on the rat. Come on! Oh, remora, let me help you, brother. You know it's a big snook when he's got a remora on him, right? Jacob, get a close-up of that rat hanging out of that thing's mouth.
That boy big!
We worked 2 days for that one. That is immaculate. An absolute monster on the freaking buzz rat, the topwater rat hanging out of his mouth, man. Wow, all the grinding worth it right there. We're gonna snap a photo, get him unhooked, and get this big hammy back into the water. There's one, about 36 and a half. All right, 36 and a half, not quite 40, but that is a beast no matter what. And we're gonna let her go, and we thank you, Mama, and thanks for eating the rat. And I gotta show you that rat lure in a second here. That fish is wide though. I mean, absolute unit. The old rat sucking unit. Man, that was crazy watching that fish eat, and we've been grinding our faces off trying to make that happen. Wasn't that so easy? And I want you to look at this rat here. I was kind of freaking out because this is a bait meant for largemouth bass, and just trying to unhook it, like I wasn't even yanking that hard. One of the hooks broke in half, the other one completely bent out. And this was the one that was in the corner of its mouth, which I did not pull on with the pliers literally at all, and it's bent out as well. Bait, really, really cool. Hooks, not meant for big, giant mama snook, but we play her well. And the rat has finally caught a saltwater giant. Wow, that was so cool, man. I'm gonna tie the other rat on that has the fresher hooks and see if we can whack another one before we call it a day. But that was amazing. He's on it. Oh my gosh. Dude, that one was even bigger. And dude, they're getting on the rat. I can't believe he didn't eat. I think he saw the boat, but that fish was like, I'm going to munch that rat. Ooh, this is getting me pumped up. Well, we will call the rat mission a success. I would like to keep fishing because it seems like they're chewing their eating, but my trolling motor literally will not work anymore. It keeps dying the second I press power. There must be some type of electrical issue, so I'll have to figure that out. But today was awesome. Watching that giant snook come up and engulf that rat lure, well, probably one of the highlights of my year so far. Super, super cool. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and leave some comments down below of some other cool lure challenge videos you'd like to see, or just any ideas you have, because I really enjoy filming videos like this. It challenges me as a fisherman, and it's really cool to see what you can get fish to do, and you know, what you can accomplish when you push yourself and set your mind to something like trying to catch a big fish on a rat. That was sweet. Hope you enjoyed. Until next one, peace.
But yes.
Oh, rats. Ah, rats. How have I not made that joke? Ah, rats. I'm wrapped up.